The purpose of this video is to provide you with the resources to be able to successfully navigate to the STAR platform. So this is the first time that we will be globally issuing our STAR exam. So some of you may not be familiar with how to access it. It is important that you follow these steps, as if you were just to Google STAR or Renaissance Learning, you would not get to the appropriate website. So make sure that you follow these steps so that students can access it. Just remember, our students have done this exam several times, so many of them will be able to do this, but this is more informative in the event that we have a student that struggles. So the first thing I'm going to need you to do is go to our home page. You'll see here I'm at the Lafayette District website. I'm going to go and select the junior senior high school from the list of schools. This is going to bring up several resources here on the left-hand column. The one that we're focusing on today is the teacher resources link. So we'll click on the teacher resources link, and then that's going to bring up our final link that will take us to the STAR Renaissance Learning website. We click on the STAR link, and it redirects us to STAR Learning. At this point, the student needs to select that they are a student, and then they're going to be prompted to log in accordingly. Each student has an individual username and password. You have been provided with, or will be provided with, a master list of all the students and their password. This is where the students will begin to sign in. So for the purposes of this example, I'm going to pick one of our students, and I will sign him in. Once the system loads, you're going to notice that the student has several choices over here on the side. The two that we'll be concerned with is the STAR Reading and the STAR Math. For the purposes of this demonstration, we're going to focus solely on STAR Reading, but the steps are the same for STAR Math as well. So the student would then click on the STAR Reading exam to access it. It's important that they locate their teacher, their English teacher in this case. So STAR Reading would be their English teacher, and then STAR Math would of course be their math teacher. Being a 7th grade student, we're going to look for Miss Edwards all the way down to the bottom. We click on Miss Edwards and go next. We're waiting for the system to load. At this point, the system is ready and the student's ready to take the exam. We do need to enter a monitoring password. The monitoring password is the same for all students. It is admin, A-D-M-I-N. After you've hit that, you're going to hit the start button, and now the student is prepared to take the exam. So once the exam loads, you're going to see they're immediately prompted with a question. This is a timed question. If the student does not answer in a reasonable amount of time, he will be timed out of it. So we're going to let this student get timed out, then I'm going to show you how to pause the exam in the event that you need to do so. So we'll wait for the time to stop. You'll notice in the top corner the clock starts to click to let them know when they're close. All right, and I have been timed out of that question. So as the student, they were timed out of the question, so they're prompted to answer the next question. If at the completion of the exam the student is not done, all right, you as the proctor may have to pause the exam. And how we pause that exam is we go up into the corner and we hit the stop test question. You're going to see, what would you like to do? We want to resume this test later. The only time we would want to stop test if the student is completely done. We would want to resume this test later, so we're going to click here. All right, and then it's going to prompt us to put in the admin password, which is admin. Click the resume later again, and now the test is paused. So in this event, why would you use this? You may use this if the student needs additional time outside of the delay schedule that we're running. As we noted inside of our memo, any student who needs additional time at the completion of the delay schedule should pause their exams and report to the main office conference room. In order to do that, we need to make sure that we pause their test, so that is the step to do so. If you have any questions about the process or procedures, please feel free to contact me. Thank you very much.